J-Dog John Carson. I hope you can hear me. I've got a fountain right next to me, but I want to go over something very important, especially if you're looking for bloom power. If your hanging baskets are suffering at all, I want to give you a tip on how to fertilize. And it doesn't have to be just hanging baskets. It can be containers. It can be in-ground plants as well. And I'll show you a technique, by the way, to make it easier to fertilize today. Hopefully. And I'll actually show you two different ways. But why fertilize, right? What's the big deal? I'm going to show you these leaves here. Take a look at these leaves. I don't know, Sting, if you can get a close-up of this. Now, if you can see that, here, let me get it in the palm of my hand so they can see it better, maybe. Now, you notice on these leaves, you can see that veining, how, I want to say how blanched it looks. You see a lot of yellow. Compare this to a leaf that has a plant that's been fertilized nicely. You can tell the difference. So if you see that blanching on your leaves, some fertilizer will be helpful. Now, I like some water-soluble fertilizer. That gets down into the root zone quickly and taken up quickly versus some granular fertilizer. And sometimes the granular fertilizer also, especially the time release, is all temperature dependent. So like water-soluble, get it right into the root zone, pulled up quickly. What do we use on our baskets? We use our flower power. This is so it's a granular in here. I'm going to show you a way to fertilize. Now you can just take a tablespoon, put it in a gallon of water, put it in your watering can, and then water that in. Do that once a week. Any technique works as long as you get it done. You can use a very glamorous white 5-gallon bucket and do it that way if you like. Now, if that gets too heavy for you, if your baskets are too high, let me show you the Siphon Jet. This is made by Dramm. It's kind of a neat tool only because it's pretty inexpensive. This one costs 20 bucks or so. But I'll show you exactly how to use it. So just let's go over that step by step. It's here is the jet part. It has a 1/4-inch tubing with a little bit of a metal filter. It has also a little notch in it. This is kind of a backflow preventer. So if you hook it up to your spigot, your outside spigot, and someone suddenly takes a shower inside, you're not going to get fertilizer into the house. So it keeps that the fertilizer out from the house. Easy to operate. All you do is take your hose bib, screw that in there, just like that. Show you to you really quickly on how to use this. So there we have it. We can attach our hose right to it, just like that. So now you're ready to fertilize. Here is a couple of things to note. So you've got it hooked up, right? That's all hooked up. What will happen is the water will flow through the hose and create this suction that comes out through this hose. So it will feed fertilizer into your hose at just the right mix. But this is where it gets a bit tricky. You want to take a concentrated mix. So if normally you add, say, 1 tablespoon per gallon of water, in your concentrated mix you need to mix up 20 tablespoons per gallon of water. So it's 20 times your normal rate. So you add that into, you put your 1/4-inch tubing into your solution, and then turn on your water. Let me show it to you in action. So here I have the hose. I turn it on. Oops. Let's try turning on the hose actually. And you can see that it's pulled up through the hose. Let me get where, there it is, and there it is. So it's pulled up through the hose. One thing to note as well is on your fertilizing days, your water pressure will be much less just because it has this opening in the system. So don't expect to have full pressure of water. So you're going to have much less it's going to take you a little bit longer. An idea is to water 4 gallons into your basket and leave your last gallon as your fertilizer water. So anyway, just a technique to fertilize your plants. It's important. It really makes a difference. Guys, that's the show for today. Hopefully that helps. Always live your passion.
You see me right out of the sunset on the color TV screen.